Are we really alone in this universe? It's been the burning question of mankind for a long time now, as we keep unraveling the thing that's called space. Right now, the thing that is helping us get closer to the answer to that question is the James Webb Space Telescope, the most powerful space telescope ever built. Using infrared tech, this telescope is to show us the universe in a whole different way. And many think the discovery of alien life forms is just one of the things that will be included in these new ways of seeing the world and the universe. A strong possibility. Space has always been a great deal of curiosity of mankind, and even now we almost know nothing about what rests on that vast thing that we call space. This is why we're coming up with new tech, like telescopes, to learn more about it. According to space enthusiasts, the launch of the James Webb Telescope is a once-in-a-generation phenomenon for space exploration. Where Hubble spent 30 years teaching us about the age of the universe and showing us celestial bodies in incredible detail, the James Webb Telescope will show us another side of the cosmos. And the first pictures that we got recently from the telescope are just taking our expectation of finding other life forms higher. But how? Well, the big question is, how exactly is that telescope able to find the answer to that question? It is peeking into your curious mind, where we have the answer for you. Using the James Webb Space Telescope, scientists hope to study the chemical makeup of atmospheres of planets around other stars. And what are they hoping to get? Information which will lead us to show that these planets possess chemical signatures of life. So far, Earth remains the only planet in the universe where life is known to exist. Scientists have been sending probes to Mars for almost 60 years, and have not yet found Martians. But it'd be a bit ignorant to assume that we're completely alone in this universe. Why? Well, because in our galaxy alone, which is the Milky Way, there are about 300 million exoplanets. Exoplanets are potentially habitable planets, which means they could host life. From Earth, we've discovered 5,000 exoplanets so far. NASA estimates that the true number of exoplanets could be trillions in the whole universe. The science behind. Okay, so how will scientists be able to tell if a planet has life in it or not? Well, to detect life on a distant planet, we will study starlight that has interacted with a planet's surface or atmosphere. If the atmosphere or surface was transformed by life, the light may carry a clue, called a biosignature. For instance, Earth's atmosphere has a biosignature of oxygen on all light that passes through it, suggesting that life on Earth does in fact exist. Most surfaces and materials trap wavelengths of light, making all things organic different in color. Scientists wish to study the specific color of light that emanates from any planet to learn about the exoplanet's atmosphere or surface. Might not be a green thing. Hearing the word alien, our brain comes up with images of little green men, mostly thanks to all those sci-fi movies. However, we rarely consider the more grounded and scientifically likely kind of alien life, which will be on the microbial scale. According to scientists, single-celled organisms and other forms of life are much more believable than all that science fiction stuff. Why is that? Well, the belief that simple life, like the earliest forms of life on Earth, might exist on other planets finds a bit of support by looking back even before we look up. Sharing her thoughts on this, one researcher of Oxford, Dr. Sarah Rugheimer, said, "Life started so quickly on Earth. In some of our oldest rocks, we already have evidence of life. We have really robust evidence of life dating back 3.5, maybe 3.8 billion years. And this is right after the planet cooled. This means that almost as soon as there could be life on Earth, there was, albeit it was on a microbial scale. So looking at Earth's timeline transitioning from no life to life, as Dr. Rugheimer puts it, supports the argument that searching for microbial life somewhere else in the universe is actually something that we could be doing. Where is the James Webb Telescope looking? Space is so vast, so where should the telescope even start looking? Well, back in February of 2020, NASA announced that the James Webb Telescope will seek atmospheres around potentially habitable exoplanets in the TRAPPIST-1 system, a star system consisting of 7 exoplanets 39 light-years away. 3 of those planets are in the habitable zone, which NASA defines as the right orbital distance to be warm enough for liquid water to exist on their surfaces. So, what do you think about the potential of the James Webb Telescope finding alien life? Let us know down below in the comments, and we'll see you in another video. Until then, tech out.